Ahmad, Mr. Rashid, for giving us this opportunity to have
Thank
an
you.
interview in your lovely villa here in Al-Andalus. We try to find the essence of the real Rashid Al Habtoor, and we hope to know a bit more about your life. First, we would like to speak about your person, your life, and we saw a couple of weeks ago a beautiful picture of the whole Al Habtoor family. How is the Rashid Al Habtoor family life?
You know, we are still under the umbrella of my father, and I have lunch with my parents every day.
Interesting.
Yeah, my father is still doesn't matter how old we are and how many children we have. Still, my father, my mother, they are the umbrella of the whole family, and
Is the core of
the core. Even when I came to Marbella now for 1 week, she called me like, "Where are you? Why you don't call me this?" You know. So it's good to have a good and a strong family tie.
We know about that in Dubai you respect so much the Arab culture, and how do you live the Majlis culture?
The Majlis culture.
Yes.
We actually we have open house every Monday for lunch, so we get so many people, and in Ramadan, which is fantastic, my father's house open for 30 days every day. It's not easy sitting there from 7 o'clock till 12 every day. We get a lot of people. It's good to have that culture because, you know, today it's very difficult to see people because everybody is so busy. So
Unpersonal, and people speaking by phone but not to
yes,
see each other.
yes, this is like when you go somewhere and you sit and you have 5 people with you, we don't talk and everybody on the phone. You socialize with people on the phone more than you socialize with people sitting with you.
It's true. It's a pity, and that's one of the, for me, most important values of the Arab culture that have to be shown into the people. That after all these negative critics into the Arab region and the Arab world, the Arab world have to teach so much about the Western people. Another question is, what are the Rashid Al Habtoor values?
Most important thing in life is that you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be fair to other people before you are fair to your life. Nobody is perfect. You always try to do the best. Whatever you achieve, but at least you try. Working hard is very important. Taking care of your family is very important. Being good to your friends is important. Being good to the people that work for you. People that work for you, especially people for after so many years, they are also a member of your family. You know, I have people working in my house for the last 22, 23 years. These people also, they have children. I feel they are like also part of my family. So that is the most important thing.
Oh, impressive. Thank you. Now we're going to jump into one of your passions, the polo.
Yes.
We saw that there are many people spending their time in some hobbies and some sport, but you do not only spend part of your time, that you really give your passion and all your effort into this sport that is one of the most elegant sport all around the world. Now let's speak about Al Habtoor polo. You and your brother Mohammed, what are the goals of Al Habtoor polo?
You know, we play polo all over the world. We have a very large organization. We play polo in England, Dubai, Spain, whatever. I'm gonna start playing polo in China now.
Wow.
So I play polo, my brother Mohammed play polo, and our 6 children. So we have 6 boys, they all play polo. And we build the silver and the gold cup in Dubai, and it's really growing now. It's a 16 goal handicap, and I played the high goal in England. Next year, I want to play the medium and the high goal in Sota Grande. And now we're trying to build our own club here in Marbella. I mean here in Villa Badiana.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Could you tell us about the Mahra Polo, the team?
Mahra is named after my daughter. I created it because in the Dubai Silver and the Gold Cup we have Habtoor Polo. So we didn't want to have Habtoor 1, Habtoor 2 because Muhammad, my brother, has a team. So I named it after my daughter, Mahra Polo team.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful name, and the color and all the merchandise.
Yes,
you
it's
create is
very
beautiful,
nice.
very elegant.
Calligraphy made by a very famous Iraqi writer, calligrapher. And you know what does Mahra mean? It means the baby horse in Arabic.
Like a pony.
Yeah.
We saw that you really put in the polo map Dubai into the
Yes.
weight. That's important for the Emirate. What are your memories of the Royal Windsor Cup tournament?
You know, we are the sponsor for the last 5 years, and I think we are sponsor for 6 years for the Royal Windsor. I think it's a pleasure to play that tournament, and we make sure we always play the exhibition games because this is the time we meet the Queen. We had 2 teams. Even though we're a sponsor, we put many teams. Unfortunately, we never won it because it's a very competitive. There's almost 30 teams. It's
Very
not easy. We made it to the final, semi-final, but we never won it. But we will try.
2013.
Yes.
Let's try.
Yeah. Thank you.
I give you my luck.
Thank you.
Now let's talk about the Rashid, the citizen, the United Arab Emirates. You grow as the Emirate hub. What did you see?
You know, we are very fortunate that we come in a time at the boom of the UAE, where I always say we should appreciate the elderly people in the UAE because these people stayed in our country in the hard days. And we had the pleasure of enjoying the good days because these people decided not to leave. And these people decided to hunt and fish and dive for pearl and go to Africa and India and Indonesia to trade. But we are very fortunate, our children is very fortunate that we grow up in this society where we really had the best things of life in it. And we have to thank the elders in our family and society and our people and our royal family that they fought and they stayed when there was nothing there to build and to enjoy a country like this.
This is, I think for us, one of the most important signs of the...
But the good thing, we don't have so many politicians like you guys in Spain.
This is something remarkable, very, very important. This is something that the Western world should learn. What do you expect for the future in the United Arab Emirates?
The future, we always hope, we are lucky to have great leaders like our President, Sheikh Khalifa, and the Crown Prince, like Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, and our Vice President and the ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, who is a great, all of them are great leaders, that they try very hard to make our country the best, and they invest a lot in the new generation. New generation is the most important. But, the new generation today, they are a difficult new generation, not easy. They are, they need to be more responsible. That's all. But I think we try hard to be good to our children and grandchildren.
Now we're going to speak about the businessman, as you actually are an important one, and the vision of future.
Yes.
First, let's start from the lesson learned from your father, Khalaf.
Yes. My father is a very much disciplined man. He's always on time, and he have rules that he follows. We are not as good as him in that, but one thing we learned from my father, that time, rules, discipline and regulation has to be followed to be successful in your life, especially when you are not a talented singer or an actress, you know. Even today, talented people, they need to follow rules.
Sure.
Yeah. So that's one thing we learned from him.
That's good. What can you tell us about your college days?
I really enjoyed going to George Washington University. I was in Washington, D.C. The last time I visited Washington, D.C. was a few years ago. It has changed a lot. When we were in Washington, it was not a nice city. But today Washington, D.C. is an amazing city with amazing lifestyle and restaurant. And my university style, it was good. We studying a lot, and I was lucky enough to be in Washington, D.C. because it is really a capital that where you meet a lot of my friends that today I know, or they are in government, or they are ministers, or they are head of governments even. I met them in Washington, D.C.
Good. How did the family business start?
My father. My father started when he was 18, 19 years old in construction. And that is our first company. And today we have one of the world's biggest construction companies, like Tragados, Spanish, and Leighton, Australian, they are our partners. And of course we are in the family, the hotel business, and we are now building hotel, cars, education, insurance. But now we are building 4 new hotels in Dubai at the same time: World of Astoria, Westin, St. Regis, and W. So almost 2,300 rooms.
Perfect. When did you decide to build your own way, Rashid Al Habtoor Holdings?
Year 98. I went on my own. I'm still part of the family in business, but still we are working. I'm working with lots of almost 30 multinational joint ventures. Most of them is in engineering, including Spanish, English, South African, Chinese, German, Italian, American. Most of these companies, we have joint venture with them in engineering, and we work very close with my father business. We are involved with them. And Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, we are extremely these days, we are very busy.
Yeah, that really shows us that you are not totally under umbrella of your father, as someone can think about, and show us that you are very entrepreneur inside yourself, in your veins, running blood of a conqueror.
I went independent, but I don't know, is that good or bad? I'm not sure by now. This is like the movie Sliding Doors, you don't know. What could happen when you enter this door or this door?
Okay. What are your projects for the future?
I am doing a very, very special website. I'm moving to a business where to help companies, because we are a business family and we see these difficulties, and I think the world needs a website. I don't need a website, to be honest with you, like Facebook.
No.
It doesn't feed my children. I need a website where I can do business, where I can benefit from it. You know, I need to.
Trust and loyalty.
Yes, I'm making a website to help businesses to grow. That's what I'm doing. I'm also working on an Arabic organic supermarket company and a few other businesses.
Do you see yourself as an example of the new Arab generation?
Yes, I'm trying hard to represent my country and my society and my people in a good way, and we want to give that image that not how is it presented in the Western media. That is really very sad.
I know. That's what
we are not even
we are fighting for.
0.0000001% from what they put. I don't understand that. We are totally opposite. And you know, when we meet sometimes Western people and they say, "Oh, you are not like," you know, it hurts us a lot, because we are. I have to say, we are the Arab society. We are poorly presented. We present ourselves, and our media and our lobby is not strong enough to give the right image.
At least I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
If I can.
Not to give the right image.
Yes,
That's the sad part.
We asked you that because we totally see that you are one of the best examples to follow for the new generation. That's why. Could you please give us some advice for the new generation, please?
I have to say things, but I have to follow it first. You know, I think the new generation is kind of spoiled. I'm talking kids.
They have everything
18,
right.
Too much. At the same time, when your son or your kid asks you for something, you cannot say no to him, because other kids, they have the same. You know, but one day I want to create a school in Dubai where it's a new way of discipline. You know, discipline. But unfortunately, we live a new world. It's not predictable. You know, with what's happening, even for us. Forget our children and grandchildren. Even for us, it's unpredictable. We don't know. We are too fast. Too fast.
Too much sometimes. Thank you. Now let's go to the easy and fast question. Hope you enjoy it.
Okay.
Could you please highlight for us the following 10 questions? First one, give us one color.
One color? Black.
Black. A type of food?
Type of food? Fish.
Fish. A town?
London.
A movie?
Once upon a time happened in America.
A song?
A song. Okay. A song. I found my love in Portofino.
A type of animal?
Horse.
Definitely. Your inspiration?
Inspiration? In what do you mean inspiration? In
Life.
you know what? I would always say I wish I have the more time to do more things for the people that need and don't have. You know, charity. That's the most important thing.
I think you already.
I think we're not doing enough.
Yeah, and your father too. Your family is very.
My family, they do a lot of, we do a lot.
I
for
know, I know.
But we feel we need more people.
Well, a historical person.
Historical person. Good question. I mean, there is no better personality than Prophet Muhammad.
Agree. What is the first thing you notice in a person?
The first thing that I mean, I do not judge people of the way they look, but I judge people from the first thing, when the way they present themselves, even from the way they say hello.
Mm-hmm.
That is very important.
Good. My last question, give us a wish.
I wish, I have many wishes,
Choose.
but one wish, most important thing in life today is peace and health. Once you have that, for you, your family and your friends, that's the most important thing. I don't wish for anything. For sure, I don't wish for anything financial. Forget that. The most important is health.
Nice, very nice. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Rashid. It
Thank
was
you.
a pleasure, and we confirmed what some of our close friends told us, that you are a truly gentleman,
Thank
a
you.
very easy going, and something probably some people don't really know about you is a fun guy. It's very it's nice to
Thank
have
you.
you.
Thank
a
you.
pleasure.
It's a
Thank you so
pleasure.
much.
Thank you very much.